not. Himeko Dorio is not. The female doll is. So keep in mind I chose the reverse choices here. As long as you get this question wrong, you get the bad end. I know my answer. Time to go to the clock tower. Everything will be clear there, whether I like it or not. The door to the clock tower is open. The departed is waiting for me up ahead. I can't even imagine what will happen next. I inhale the clear night air and breathe it out. Then I push the door open. What in the world? There are red handprints all over the wall. They're red mold, not blood. The same type of mold as on the notices. The tower wasn't like this before. The clock tower has changed. Is this also the work of the departed? What is this dreadful sensation filling the air? The power of the curse is overwhelming. I have to put an end to it quickly. Two arm-shaped clumps of red mold are emerging from the wall. This place is... It doesn't make sense. Why am I back in the room filled with handprints? Something beyond my comprehension is happening right now. Shit, this is bad. The curse is slowly eating my body. My body won't last if I don't put a stop to this right now. One arm-shaped clump of red mold is emerging from the wall. So that was my last clue for you about the puzzle. 3. So if you remember, 3 was written correctly. 4. This one was upside down. What's that? Something's rolling on the floor. This is... the broken remains of the female doll. But how? What happened? With the pain from the curse and the agitation from the surprise, my head's about to burst. Calm down, just calm your ass down. So I say to myself over and over again. Then I inspect the broken female doll. Her limbs are missing. Only her head, dress, and some broken pieces remain. When I look closely at the broken pieces, I see something resembling teeth marks. This is most likely from a bite. Was she devoured by the departed? The departed grew stronger after devouring the doll, which turned the lights in the special building red. It really makes sense, but if my deduction is correct, then this doll is supposed to be the departed. That said, the departed is quite clever, so there might be some ulterior motives behind this move. I hear a faint voice. Is this the doll's voice? Take me. Me. What do you want to say? Eat me. protect you from red curse. Her voice goes silent. What did the female doll say? Take me. Eat me to protect you from the red curse. I still don't get it, however. She is the departed. The departed is very cunning. This could be some kind of ruse. There's no need for me to heed her words. The malicious disturbance that was happening in this place has subsided. Makes me feel a little bit better. Is it because the female doll is broken? The departed harbors a massive grudge while also longing to exchange vows with their groom. A document I found in M-Town's ceremony mentions that the etiquette and tools used all have great significance. I need to remember all this in case some trivial thing can be used against the departed. The female doll's last words concerned me. She told me to bring her to protect myself. What did she mean by the red curse and eat me? Do I really have to? Nothing makes sense. So much is at stake. Who do I believe? Who do I doubt? Time's running out. I have to make a decision.
Yoshi.
The female's doll hadn't dressed her on the floor.
Yoshi.
I climbed the ladder once again. Where will this ladder take me this time? Will I end up climbing the clock tower for all eternity without an exit? My mind conjures up numerous ominous predictions like this, one after another. Except I know this can't be how this ends. What the departed wants is a wedding ceremony, and a groom is needed for that to happen. I guess this ladder is like a vertical wedding aisle, and waiting for me at the end will be my bride. I find myself in a bright red room. The stone walls and floors are covered with red mold. There are strange plants growing on the floor that look like overgrown moss. A sight that you'll never see in nature. Did the departed cause this paranormal phenomenon? There's an altar in the middle of the room. It's an altar that would be the center of a Western-style wedding. This'll be the end of my walk down the aisle, then. I take the notice out and check it. Please call the name of your bride who is hiding in school. In the Red Wedding Hall, please call the name of your bride who is hiding in school. This place must be the Red Wedding Hall. Then I should call the departed by the name they've been using at school. The very name I have guessed. I wonder if there's a reason why they want me to call them by their name here. Perhaps the departed wishes to have a groom that really knows every single thing about his bride. Everything, even their terrifying secrets. The departed, who has been hiding in Konohara Academy. Your real name is... the female doll. My voice echoes throughout the room. There is no answer at all, only the heavy silence filling the air. The room is filling with mold. It's getting hard to breathe. Good Lord. You did not get it. No. I was wrong. I believed in you. What a shame, dear husband. I hear a voice from behind me. And when I turn around... You are not my real husband. Still, I love you. Let us exchange a brief vow. Can I bite you? Thank you, dear husband. Goodbye. Moving on to our next story.
本日未明、東京都 H 市にある近衛原学園高等学校で男性が倒れているとの通報がありました。
Earlier today, we received a report of a man collapsing in H City.
死亡が確認されており、警察が詳しい状況を調べているとのことです。
Man has been confirmed dead. Police are investigating the case. It's auto-scrolling, so I can't stop to read it to you guys, I'm afraid. And there you go, Spirit Hunter, the end. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Daimon and Yashiki shared a voice actor, I didn't notice. Konoe and Mashita were the same voice. Doryu and Suzu were. That's interesting. Kinukawa, Sakamoto, and Watana and Moe were the same. Ai had her own voice actor, she apparently was the only one, I guess. Naomi and Hiro were the same. Eita, Kakuta, and Whoa! I thought Yasuoka was a man's voice, it's just... That's quite a range. Sho has his own voice, Abe had his own voice, Maruhashi had her own voice. So right there you can see the theme song is Nisei Sei. I don't know if they're going to provide a translation of it like they were kind enough to do for Wonder Rabbits in NG. But then you also have Flower of Konoe, right, or Konoe no Hana there. The school song that was only relevant in Hanako's chapter, luckily. And then right there was Hanako and Naomi's song. So I'm not entirely sure how Campfire works for crowdfunding to know if those backers actually got credits here. It's just a little disappointing that if you weren't aware, Campfire is pretty much Japanese exclusive, so you have to go to great lengths if you want to donate to it outside of the country. Overall, I have to say, like, Spirit Hunter holds a pretty unique niche for the visual novel, especially the horror scene, since, what was it, Yang Yang don't do horror anymore, even though they did the letter. It's kind of criminal that this genre is so neglected in the visual novel scene, but I don't know. I know a lot of people are going to have mixed feelings, but I guess it probably is possible for the series to continue on the cheap if they're willing to use AI to build the art assets for them. I'd say they probably still want to have humans make the characters, but they can at least have the backgrounds get generated and stuff like that. And if there's going to be a fourth game, I hope it's closer to NG than this. Overall, NG, I don't think they intended it, but that was clearly the peak of the series. Hey, so they say Kickstarter here, but this was not on Kickstarter to my knowledge. It was Campfire. I wonder if that may have just said crowdfunding and the translator thought it was Kickstarter and they didn't know about the Campfire, but... I need to make a note to check later on. So you can see access to the translation. And to be honest, I don't really know what's in Axis' future because there's no more Zero Escape games. If there's no more Spirit Hunter, are they just going to be doing Otome games going forward, or... In case you're wondering, I mentioned it before, but I did pick up Inescapable, and I hate that game. I'm pretty sure all of us were hoping that could have filled the niche for Zero Escape, but it did not even come close. And to be honest, one of the games that is coming out that may give it and Danganronpa a run for their money is Thief's Roulette. But that's been supposedly out any day now for months, and there's something holding it up. But when Thief's Roulette does hit, I'll probably end up trying to give it priority like I did here. It's just, it was really tough to knock one of these out every day. And even put in context for you, I was still getting work calls while recording this. Ah, they don't have any outro. Oh well, so that was the bad ending for you guys, and we'll pick up in the good one, so I'll see you there.